Hey, how's everybody this afternoon? We're recording the afternoon. How's everyone feeling? How you feeling, Lynette?
I'm feeling magnificent. How about you?
I'm feeling too good, too good, too good.
So we're going to wrap up our draft day by talking about their draft day fits.
Yes, you all. We told you we would bring you all the highlights, those folks that really stood out to us for game day fits. And I'm going to let you kick it off, Lynette.
Okay. There was a trend on those game day fits. I don't know if you noticed, but
I did.
It was the suit jackets with the pictures. They're called Bespoke.
Okay.
Those are the type of suits they had. And let's start with Caleb Downs. His entire family had a Bespoke suit. Their suits were different, but each one of them had the pictures inside. Caleb is going to Dallas now.
Okay, Caleb. We see you.
And another Bespoke that stood out was worn by Jeremiah Love. And his stood out because Jeremiah has a comic book character.
Oh.
And let me get this right.
Okay.
It's Monster.
Oh, all right. So I expect to see a lot of paraphernalia coming out of the Jets.
For Jeremiah. So that's what he did with his. And another one that was interesting is that there was a player, Colton Hood.
Okay.
Who, while everyone else used their selves and their plays and all of that inside of their jacket, he put all his family and friends. So he's a sentimental type of guy.
Oh, I love it. What team is he with? Who ended up drafting him? You know? All right. Well, we'll look it up. In the meantime, you all, there was some magnificent drip that was being worn. And Mo Frost, many of the stars wear his jewelry. I love how when he comes to their home, he brings it out, and we'll insert some photos for those of you who are going to check us out on Instagram. But check out Mo Frost, the jeweler. He dressed Caden Proctor, one of the Miami Dolphins draft picks. It was beautiful, and it said Proc on it, P-R-O-C. That's what it had on it. I don't remember what the little emblem looked like, but it would have been cool if it looked like a dolphin, but I can tell you it did not. And he also, for some reason, Proctor ended up going a little lower in the draft than was expected. The second one, again, I'm staying with the drip, and that was from Sunny Styles. Oh, I'm sorry. Another one in regards to the drip that Mo Frost ended up providing the jewelry for was Angelo Pons. Angelo ended up going to the Jets as well, and although he did not get dressed up because he was just hanging out. It was like really laid back. He was just hanging out with his family and friends. But honey, that drip was like nobody's business. I guess you could say the ice, right? Because this is Mo Frost, so it's the ice. So the ice looks like
Mo Frost makes the ice.
Yes, exactly. There you go. That's it. You got it, Lynette. You got it. And then the person that stood out to me, I mean, there were so many that we couldn't even address everyone. But I tell you, there was one player, classic look there at the draft. It was Sunny Styles. Sunny ended up going.
And his name says it all.
It really did. He did a classic black tuxedo with a nice bow tie. And I thought that was just too cool. And he went to the Steelers. It's a really great pickup for them.
And while we were talking, I did look, and Colton with the Giants.
Okay, go Giants.
Well, the Giants players, the guys drafted by the Giants, seem to be the really stylish bunch.
Okay.
Because we have Francisco Mauigoa, who also had on a black suit, but on the back of his suit, he represented his Polynesian culture.
Ooh.
It had the designs of, like, Polynesia.
Okay.
And also another Giants player was Arbel Reese. Now, why Arbel stood out is because apparently Reese's Pieces, I don't know whether they're paying him or not, but inside of his jacket was all Reese's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to go check that one out.
So, yeah, those Giant pickups, they're a fashionable bunch.
They're fashionable, and they're getting paid already. Y'all, congratulations. Go for what you know. Go for what you know.
And the last one I want to mention is Casey's own Peter Woods.
Peter Woods. Woo-hoo!
Because his family was coordinated.
Okay.
They all had on white, and he sat in the center in his green.
Girl, that's the one I mentioned. Did he think that he was going to end up going to either the Jets or the Eagles? Because the green actually looked more like a Jets green. So,
It did.
right. And so he went number 6. Maybe he thought he was going second because the Jets ended up picking second, right? Maybe because it was, like I said, it was such a dark green. But nevertheless, the family looked very well coordinated.
They looked very nice.
As a unit, they were rocking it together.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So, we do let you know we are primarily football, but we could not pass up this opportunity to capture some eyes and ears of those from the NBA. I was watching
And
Lynette.
it's playoff time.
First round, I caught the game 6 for the Lakers on Friday. And then yesterday I caught some game 7s as well.
Some of them are going all the way.
But I'll tell you somebody who's not going all the way. Unfortunately, the Houston Rockets aren't going all the way. The Lakers ended up shutting them down, which is so crazy. I don't know, you all. Give us a second. We're having a little technical difficulty there. Okay. Anyhow, so the Lakers didn't make it all the way. I'm sorry, my bad. Houston didn't make it all the way. The Lakers did. Congratulations to LeBron James, the Lakers, Rui Hashimoto, everyone there on the Lakers team. Deion Ayton,
Yeah.
who I've forgotten all about Deion Ayton being
On the Lakers?
yeah, on the Lakers, exactly. I forgot until they panned the audience that Luka was over there with all the drama that happened in getting Luka to the Lakers.
Right.
And now he's injured, and I've forgotten that he was over there. So
There was some drama.
it was. So you all, the Lakers ended up winning the game. Unfortunately, KD didn't have the opportunity to play. He's injured. He has a left sprained ankle and a bone bruise. So that kept him out of the game. And I'll just give you all the highlights because there was one play, and I had noted that it was a NFL pass from LeBron to Rui Hashimara, and it truly looked like a football.
Like a football.
Football play. And I was like, oh my God, look at them go. That happened in the first half.
And you guys know that this is amazing because Denise doesn't watch much other sports. She's mainly a football girly, so we're stepping out of our comfort zones here.
Well, I will share with you all that typically I was following the NBA when Inside the NBA was on TNT. So when they ended up moving last season, then I just haven't really been able to get back in this season to what's going on. So I feel so discombobulated when I sat down to watch them. But I was pleased that the Lakers won. It didn't take a game 7. Also caught a little bit of the ending game for the Cavaliers and for the Raptors. And so pleased that the Raptors were they're going to have a game 7.
So
Yay.
after all of that, any predictions?
Okay, so I'm predicting, or let's say I'm keeping my fingers crossed, you all, for the Raptors. I just began to love them when Kawhi went up there and they were able to capture that NBA Finals. And I'm a big Kawhi fan. I know things haven't worked out with him being with the LA Clippers, but I still follow him, and I am actually a Laker fan.
So you don't think OKC is going to do it again?
Oh, yeah. No. Let me preface it. I would like the Raptors to be able to move forward, okay? I think that the next game is going to be Lakers versus OKC. OKC, if everything falls right, meaning no injuries, foresee that the Lakers are going to be able to pull that out, not unless Luka comes back.
And the Spurs are still in it as well.
Exactly, because then they have to move on to the next round. I think the next round would be the Spurs, and I definitely don't see that happen with the Lakers. I'm sorry, I just don't think that they have the personnel to be able to do that. Want to give a big shout out also to Houston for having made it
to the playoffs.
Yeah, having made it to that first round, and I want to congratulate Ime Udoka for being able to, honestly, because we all know what happened. If you're not an NBA fan, you may not know all the scandal behind him being immediately shifted out of Boston with the Celtics and being kind of jobless there for a minute. But I think those who know Nia Long have a pretty good idea of what it transpired. You can go ahead and give them a synopsis.
We are sports girlies.
Exactly.
And so, sports girlies always know about
the drama.
The drama. the spicy tea, right?
Exactly. So you want to give them a little heads up as to what that was, and for those who didn't follow.
He and Mia had been together for quite a while, and they have a son together.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was the cheating scandal.
Right, with a employer, because it was, and I say employers because it was a superior's wife.
So there we have it. Somehow we always get the spicy tea in here as well.
we do what we do. We do it. So, and right after he ended up leaving or being escorted out, however the case may be, that's when
Dismissed.
Yeah, exactly. And Boston was able to go ahead and win it without him, and so he didn't get to see the fruits of his labor.
He did not.
But
that's because he wasn't minding his business. Let's just say it that.
We'll leave it like that. Exactly. So now let's see if we can flow back on over to football and what else is happening in that arena, unless you all want me to give you a little update as to yesterday's game, because that one was the Celtics 76ers. And I loved seeing Joel. Joel had to play it out to the very end.
So, I'm from Kansas. And where did Joel go to school?
Oh, he went to KU.
Rock, Chalk, Jayhawk.
Okay. That's right. He did go to KU.
Uh-huh.
So the Celtics ended up having Jason Tatum out. He got injured. But it was more of a preventative measure because of him having had the injury last season. Was it an ACL or MCL tear?
I'm not sure which it was.
Right. So he came back about 4 to 6 weeks ago. This was not an injury per se, but it was preventative. So he wasn't able to play last night. And because he wasn't out there for the Celtics, they ended up losing to the 76ers. The score for that game, they only won by, I want to say, 5 points. I'm pretty bad here, you all, in regards to the score for that game, even though I sat there and watched it. But I can look it up for you. I'll just give you all the highlights. At the half, the 76ers were up by 5, and the score was 55-50. And the game ended up, the final score was 109 to 100. So, like I said, they only won by 5. And that was basically how the game went from halftime to the end. At one point, the Celtics were able to tie it up. It was tied up 92-92. I'm so happy to see Derek White and Jaylen Brown. They were carrying the thing. They were really carrying that game. There was some bad calls, some refs not calling fouls for the 76ers, but still the 76ers were able to make it happen. When it went into the beginning of the fourth quarter, we had Joel being stretched out on the floor. As a matter of fact, I want to say it was more like 6 to 7 minutes into the fourth quarter. And we thought that everything was going to fall apart, but Tyrese Maxey was able to go ahead and maintain it. Paul George has not had an injury, or let's say a season-ending, keep the fingers crossed, injury this season.
I was looking and Joel Embiid scored 34 points in that game.
He did. He was on the mark. He carried the team. And like I said, when they went into the fourth quarter, he was looking like he had absolutely no gas. And
Somehow he did it.
Somehow he didn't. And let me tell you that I guess you could call me a bad fan, because I was like, you need to suck it up, Buttercup, and play out this game. You cannot give up now.
This time of year, it's a lot of stuff going on in sports. We have the NBA playoffs, and we have WNBA getting started, baseball going on.
And for those who are into hockey,
I watched the hockey games.
Okay, so give everyone the update on that.
I was watching the Golden Knights. I didn't watch it till the end.
Okay.
But I did. They kept saying, they're getting behind, and then they would come back with another goal. So we're in Las Vegas, so we have to see the Golden Knights a little bit. And then we have the Aces here, and they're getting started. There's a lot happening.
It is.
Las Vegas wasn't known as a sports city, but things are picking up here.
Yeah, and they are also going to be getting, everyone already knows that the Oakland A's have left Oakland. They're playing in Sacramento right now. The stadium for the Athletic A's is going to be out here in Las Vegas. They have put it where the Tropicana used to be located. So that's already in motion.
And Las Vegas might also get an NBA team because they were approved. So now
Both-
they're looking at that too.
I have issues with Vegas getting an NBA team before Kansas City is able to get an NBA
Right.
team back.
After they went to Sacramento, after the Kings left, we still been sad about that.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's been over 40 years ago. But here's the thing, you all. In the Midwest, you have more availability as far as eyes and folks to tune in. And there's not a close NBA team to Kansas City, Missouri. There's not one in St. Louis. Oklahoma City has a team. Tulsa doesn't have a team. So there's nothing in the state of Kansas at all.
Right.
So I really think, especially as we come closer to 2030 and Kansas City ends up, yes, we'll have the Chiefs, but it will be on the other side of the state line.
Well, Kansas City have gotten some new sports teams, but it's not basketball.
Yeah.
They had the first women's soccer team.
But
Well,
those are all
they built a
minor.
stadium.
Those are minor league teams.
Oh, no, the soccer team is the major.
It's women's.
They have a men's, the Sporting KC.
And how are they doing?
They're doing well. They are doing well.
Anyway, I want the NBA back in Kansas City.
She doesn't like football.
That's right. I do not care for soccer. It's just not my cup of tea.
It's very interesting, though, that where the men's soccer team stadium is also next to a NASCAR track, which is near where the Chiefs Stadium is going to be built.
Which is, again, you all circling, but that's perfect, Lynette. That circles back around to what I was saying. All of those venues are on the Kansas side now. So the state of Kansas, yes, they are having to suck up y'all and eat all the monies that the Chiefs are going to require to build that stadium. But in the meantime, the state of Missouri has...
So she's saying they need an NBA team there because
Right.
they lost their football team.
And when people were discussing where in the world could where could a team go as far as a venue? Well, they have the KC Power and Light. But if
Right.
they didn't want to use
The
that...
T-Mobile Center.
Right. If they didn't want to use it, they could utilize the spot where the Chiefs are and build a big, brand new NBA state-of-the-art sports complex.
Right, because they're losing the Royals from that location. They're moving to downtown Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay, so there
they
you
have
go.
that whole big plot of land.
Exactly. And there is no, as I said, yes, basketball is popular for the K-State and for KU, but there's nothing professional. And
Right.
so we could support it, we being that area could support it. And my understanding is that a group of investors, including Mahomes, was investigating the opportunity for having an NBA team in that area.
That doesn't surprise me because Mahomes is also an investor in the Royals. He
But
and his wife are owners. He's
very
a minor in
minor.
the Royals.
Yeah, very
but
minor.
He and his wife
Less than 10%.
are the women's soccer team. They're the ones who brought that there. He's also an investor in Sporting KC, which is the men's soccer team. So it would not surprise me if he was also interested in bringing the NBA there.
Well, I would support that, meaning if I needed to buy a couple of tickets to be able to go see that NBA team, I would go. And most importantly, as I said, and I continue to say and will continue to say, that before the NBA walks their behind up here into Las Vegas, they need to go ahead and support the Midwest by putting another NBA team in the Midwest. It is needed. There is nothing between Chicago
And Oklahoma City.
and Oklahoma City. There is nothing between Minnesota, meaning the Minnesota Timberwolves, and either Oklahoma City or Dallas. In the middle of that little triangular area is Kansas City and St. Louis. St. Louis is not seeking to have a NBA team, but Kansas City is.
Yes, they've been really pushing for it.
Exactly. So I need that to happen. Maybe those of us who have been supporting the NBA, because I did, as I said, until this year, that's basically all I watched come spring was NBA, like diligently. And you all have just kind of messed it up. So I'm ticked off, pissed off, and this is my platform to let you all know.
And
that
she
I'm
said,
upset.
bring it back.
Exactly. Bring it back to the Midwest. That's what I'm saying. All right. So we're going to go on. Yes, exactly. Now that I have said everything I need to say about that.
Well, we covered a lot of sports right there.
Yes, we did, Lynette. I'd like to continue on the path of tangents, if you would,
Okay.
ma'am. So my tangent for this week's episode is those, I do the grammar. And I am sick to death of those of you all who I've already told you all about saw and seen.
Yes, she has.
So could you please give us a break on do and don't and did and didn't? Come on, y'all.
So
get
they've
it
been
together.
messing that up as well?
Exactly. I got to figure out whether I did or or they do. Come on, y'all. Get it together.
They get paid quite a bit of money to get it right.
Exactly. And that's my whole thing. It's like you all are sitting on professional platforms, not podcasts, but actually in studio paying big dollars. And you can't get those type of words together. And when I say words, meaning your verbs, your action words. You cannot get your verbs together. What's wrong with you?
So she's going to send in. Just fine. Just kidding.
Yeah, sending a whole notice of these are the broadcasters who are not doing it right. You have one. Do you have a pet peeve for this week?
I haven't been looking.
Yeah. She hasn't been looking for them. I don't look for them, you all. I just stumble upon them.
I had one of my sisters majored in English,
Okay.
and she constantly had words that just would irritate her whole spirit.
Okay.
And she would.
What were some of her words? You remember?
It didn't matter. I mean, from the time she was like in elementary school, just words. Words would bother her that people couldn't get them right. So then she'd make up words just to fool us.
Oh, okay. To mess with your minds.
To mess with our minds.
Okay. And I'm just here to say, the joke is that black people can't say shrimp. It's a very easy word, but they claim that we can't say it. That's a lie. I just said it correctly. Thank you. You just said it correctly.
But there are some people who say scripts. My all-time favorite word that was crazy was I was in a stadium in Atlanta, and they said skeet the water.
Skeet the water. What
It's
did
like
that mean?
you're shooting the water.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
And when they were saying, I was like, what? So that was one that was shocking to me.
Okay. Also, they claim that black folks can't say Pacific Ocean. And
It's in specific?
no, I said Pacific Ocean because that's the ocean.
Right.
And I specified
But-
an ocean, and that word would be SP specific.
Correct.
And that means that I would specifically be pointing out the difference between the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean. How about that?
Yes. But guess what? We know the correct words.
So we're just going on a little tangent because we are able to. We had the time, so we did it because we felt like it. How about that? Because sometimes we can be super spicy and super salty all at the same time. Oh, congratulations, shout out. Now I'm going to go ahead and circle back to the NFL. To Mike Tomlin, congratulations. He is now be on NFL Sunday Night Football.
Yes.
He and Maria, what's Maria's last name? I don't know if Mike Florio and some of the other ones are going to be there as well, but Mike
They're
Tomlin's
making
going to
some
be
changes.
there. Some big changes, and he's going to be there. I'm excited to see him there on Sunday Night Football. I say, sadly, goodbye to Tony Dungy.
And bringing in some new blood.
Yeah, exactly. So just so you all know, because we always come with the tea, we already know what's going on. We're sharing that Sunday Night Football is going to look a little different this year.
It will.
Yeah, but we are very excited to see it. New faces.
I just hope he likes the Chiefs.
I'm looking forward to him. He has great one-liners. I'm looking
does.
forward to him just breaking down what's going on the field.
Well, because as of late, there are quite a few commentators who really seem not to like the Chiefs.
Oh, well, I think he's going to be impartial. I think he'll be able to have a very impartial.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Except, we just need that.
Okay.
We don't need people who are just on there automatically because of.
Or do you have someone in mind in particular that you are concerned with or about?
I'm not going to call names, but we all know. We've seen it. Sunday nights, Thursday nights, right? You've seen it.
Oh, you all on Thursday nights, it's usually Richard Sherman, but I don't think Richard really. And I'm not saying just Richard, but it's Richard Sherman. Tony Gonzalez is on that panel.
Well, Tony Gonzalez likes us.
Yeah, because Tony is an old head from Kansas City, you all. So tight end extraordinaire.
Romo and that bunch was on there.
Yeah, see, you know what? Everyone gives Tony Romo a hard time as a commentator. And I love Tony Romo. Let me tell you why I love Tony Romo, you all. Because Tony breaks down the play. They allow him to get that little ink out yellow highlighter. He tells you what the quarterback should run based upon the plays. And we're going to start sharing plays and shooting up some photos of what plays look like. He'll tell you based upon where they're positioned on the field, what he's expected to run. And
sometimes he's very accurate.
Yeah, a lot of the time he's very accurate. And folks say that Tony gives Kansas City a hard time, but then you listen to Dallas fans and they're all uproar saying that Tony gives them a hard time. I think everyone.
Well, why would Tony give Dallas a hard time?
Exactly, he wouldn't. I think that Tony is fair and impartial. I honestly do. I just don't think that people, when they're watching their favorite team play, appreciate that Tony Romo is able to call the play from the booth, telling them what they should run, and then when it's run, he's correct. Or when he's not correct of what they were or should have run, you got me there, what should have been run, that they ended up failing.
Right. So I tell you what, next football season, we're going to rate the commentators.
Oh, yes. That'll be excellent. And you all, you know what our goal is? Our goal is to be able for someone to sponsor us to go to watch a game so that we can commentate.
Hey, exactly. We need that.
Exactly. Or we need to do that, or at least give a little play-by-play as to what we're seeing as the game is going on, give you a summary.
From our unique spicy girl
perspective. From the spicy girl perspective of what you all need to know prior to them hitting the field and then what occurs out on the field as well. What other thoughts do you have as we wrap up this episode? Anything else that comes to mind? Any other shout-outs, congratulations that we need to give?
Well, I just think congratulations to all the rookies who have now started attending rookie camp.
Yeah, that's right.
The rookie camps are in full swing.
Yes.
We've been seeing some good stuff out there from our Chiefs.
Okay. What have you seen?
Well, we have some standouts.
Did you all catch that I said have seen? That's correctly how you use it. Have seen. Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt, Lynette. That was just a grammar moment. Go ahead.
So I don't know if you caught this, though, that Emmitt Smith is in our rookie camp.
Yes, congratulations. It's Emmitt Smith Jr. Is playing for the Kansas City Chiefs.
So we'll see how that goes.
What position is he playing?
I am not sure. Wait, look, we just got we told you sometimes we get caught up in personality about the position. And another thing in the rookie wide receiver coach Chad O'Shea.
No, I did not.
He was thing.
Okay. And we didn't shout out that the Chiefs got an undrafted gem, and his name is Jeff Caldwell. And so we are shouting him out because that doesn't happen very often. It's Omari Evans. Omari Evans came out of Shoemaker High School there in Killeen, Texas. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes, he's with the Kansas City Chiefs. He is another undrafted rookie free agent. So we're looking forward to seeing big things. I hope that he makes it through TAs, right?
Right.
And doesn't get cut. Because that's the one thing about an undrafted agent you all need to know. When a person is drafted, it's highly unlikely that they're going to be cut because we pay big money to get them.
Correct.
But when they are undrafted, the idea that you are going to stay on that 53-man roster.
Because right now it's like 90-something people, right?
Not sure, but if it's 93, that means that 40 have got to go. And many times it's going to include those who were undrafted and those who are available out on the market. They were free agents. But we're going to be watching, so don't worry. We're going to be watching. We're going to keep you updated. We will be on it. I just want to, again, shout out to Shoemaker High School there in Killeen, Texas.
Okay. And Eric Bieniemy seems to be, shout out to him.
Welcome back, Eric. Welcome back. He's got a new look, too. I saw he's wearing salt and pepper beer. Mm-hmm. And according to the powers that be, it says that Eric Bieniemy was the missing piece on the offensive side.
Discipline. I think that's the biggest thing that we've heard mentioned is the discipline that he brings to the team.
And definitely somebody needed to be disciplining Jawan Taylor.
Oh, we don't have to worry about you.
So again, Chiefs and everything that's going to be going on within the NFL. And we will give you an update on next week. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
All right, so you all, this is the Spicy Girls on Sports. And we will check you later. Tune in again. Check us out on IG,
Spotify,
and Amazon.
Yes.
And of course, Instagram. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great evening. Lynette, it was a pleasure as always, yes. Girl.
And I know we have fun together. If you can't tell, we have fun.
Yes, we always find something to talk about.
So we want you to come back again and have some fun with us.
All right. Thank you. Stay tuned.